14th April 2023. I left my parents' home and flew 2,000 kilometers to live in Bangalore. I had shut down my previous company just last year, making nothing in return and losing thousands of dollars. Took a PG to live here. I had my next idea to work on. It was into B2B space, which honestly I had never done it before. But it was just a concept back then, based on a problem statement I had in my previous company. I though had a very basic MVP ready to make it live. Plan was, I'd continue my education and let's see if this startup works out. May, the very next month, I announced it out publicly on LinkedIn. Very little expectations I had. I did not open LinkedIn that day. The very next morning I saw that post. It has more than 1,000 plus reactions and comments. Hundreds of thousands of people actually read that post. And more than 30-40 founders have actually filled that waitlist form to try out the product. It was a very big validation for me. I had literally coded that MVP for the last 2 months and now I got the validation for it. We had customers in, paying customers. My first revenue of $100 was just in a week of launching the product. And back then, my college also technically did not start till then. So I had two choices. One, either manage my college and the startup as a side gig, or two, drop. I wrote an email to the college I have paid all the money to, asking if I can get my money back and a request to cancel it. And I left. Not very simple. A decision that I took which I can't reverse it. I might have regretted a lot for that and now I can't go back. Building products was always fun for me. I was that child who always used to break electronic products and build it again, just out of curiosity. But Second Wave Labs was not just a simple product for me. It was more than that. I literally had no plan B for me. What if the product does not work out? A month passed. We made $700 the very first month of launching the product. Also, I hired my first teammate. Nothing, just added one more responsibility to also pay somebody else every single month out of my pocket. But was actually not sure where the money would come from. Even I shifted to a new place with Mohit and Ayush. Ayush, who later became my partner in crime, my co-founder, we got a company registered. I had literally very limited money to make this startup successful. I did all the cost cutting I could in the city of Bangalore so that I could sustain myself and the company. In a city like Bangalore, I was surviving in less than $200 a month. But there was a huge ROI I was getting from the city, which I could have never imagined. In spite of early product validation, the growth was actually very stagnant August onwards. Slow growth, graph was coming down. There was a time I just had like $100 in my bank account, from which I had to pay rent, I have to pay all the bills, and also salary to a person. And the best part about the time is that our customers kept us sustaining. And that is probably one of the best feeling any entrepreneur could get. We grew to 4 people team by the end of September. And it was October now, the weakest month of the time. We had a decent traction. We had a very great potential to scale up, but no money to actually do that. So we were scouting out for investors for the last 2-3 months. Listening no from everywhere we went. Even though we had early customers to pay for the product and sustain the business. But the growth was very flat. And by that time, no extra customers was also coming in because the product had very less innovations in it. And also the product had a lot of bugs because it definitely required money to fix things after a certain level. No idea what to do. The worst feeling of that time. Thought of pushing it the last time with all the motivation, all the energy I had. November 2023. We got our first check. Got a new office. And the third time I shifted to a new place in Bangalore. Living in the tallest tower of South Bangalore and seeing all the heights. Remember that email I wrote to the college? I don't think I have any plans to go to the college for the next few years. But you know what? Colleges that I previously wanted to get in are also now inviting me to be the guest judge and speakers. Things change. We are now a team of 10 people working day and night to turn that small idea I had 8 months back into a $1 billion opportunity. Now, if you're watching this video till this end, I'm just gonna start this YouTube channel to just share my experience, all the stories I have to share to the world, all my entrepreneurship journey, what's going on in the day-to-day life, what we are building, all the innovations or the tech news of the AI tech world. So do subscribe if you want to follow along with my journey.